The Targaryens spent centuries believing dragons were the reason they were untouchable. But what if dragons were never their greatest weapon? What if they were the reason the greatest dynasty in Westeros began destroying itself? Because in House of the Dragon Season 3, the biggest battle may not be between the Blacks and the Greens. It may be between the people closest to the Iron Throne. And one character could decide whether Rhaenyra Targaryen becomes the queen she always wanted to be, or the very thing she spent her entire life fighting against. Daemon Targaryen. The Dance of the Dragons has reached a point where the war is no longer about simple revenge. At the beginning, Rhaenyra believed the fight was about justice. Her father named her heir. The realm swore loyalty to her. The Iron Throne was supposed to be hers. But after years of betrayal, death, and political manipulation, the question has changed. It is no longer, does Rhaenyra deserve the throne? The real question is, what will she become to take it? And season May 3rd explore the darkest possibility that the person who understands Rhaenyra better than anyone else might also be the person who pushes her toward destruction. Daemon Targaryen. For most of the story, Daemon has been impossible to predict. He loves his family. He protects his name. He fights for the Targaryen legacy. But Daemon has always had another desire hiding beneath everything: power. Even when he supports Rhaenyra, there is always a question surrounding him. Is he fighting because he believes she is the rightful ruler, or because her success keeps his own influence alive? That conflict is what makes Daemon one of the most fascinating characters in the series. He is not a simple villain. He is not a perfect hero. He is someone who believes the Targaryens were born to rule, and he believes he understands what that requires. The problem is that Daemon's version of strength often comes with a price. He believes fear creates respect. He believes violence creates order. And that philosophy could eventually put him directly against Rhaenyra's vision of ruling. Because Rhaenyra does not only want to win the throne, she wants to prove she can rule better than the man who stole it from her. But Daemon may believe winning matters more than being loved, and that difference could tear them apart. While many people focus on Aegon II, another Targaryen has quietly become one of the most dangerous figures in the war. Aemond Targaryen. From the moment he claimed Vhagar, the largest dragon alive, Aemond changed the balance of power. But his greatest weapon has never been his dragon. It has been his ambition. Unlike Aegon, Aemond actually wants responsibility. He wants recognition. He wants to prove he deserves the position his family has given him. And that makes him dangerous. Because characters who believe they're destined for greatness can justify almost anything. Aemond does not see himself as a monster. He sees himself as someone doing what history demands. And that mindset is exactly what has destroyed powerful families throughout Westeros. The interesting question for Season 3 is not whether Aemond is dangerous. We already know he is. The question is, how far will he go when he believes the survival of House Targaryen depends on him? The biggest mistake the Targaryens made was believing dragons guaranteed victory. For generations, dragons represented control. They allowed one family to rule an entire continent. But the Dance of the Dragons reveals something different. When both sides have dragons, nobody truly controls the battlefield. Every victory creates another tragedy. Every attack creates another revenge. And every dragon rider becomes a potential disaster. The Targaryens created the ultimate weapon, but they never considered what would happen when that weapon was turned against themselves. This is the tragedy at the heart of the story. The family with the greatest power in the world is destroying itself because they cannot control their own emotions. Pride, anger, fear, ambition. The dragons are only showing what was already inside them. Here is the theory that could completely change how viewers see the upcoming season. The true downfall of House Targaryen will not come from their enemies. It will come from their inability to trust each other. Rhaenyra, Daemon, Aemond, and the rest of the family are all fighting for the same thing: the future of House Targaryen. But they all have completely different ideas of what that future should look like. Rhaenyra believes she can bring stability. Daemon believes power must be taken. Aemond believes strength creates legitimacy. And Aegon represents a throne that was taken through tradition and politics. Every character believes they're protecting the dynasty. But every choice pushes the family closer to collapse. That is what makes this conflict so tragic. Nobody thinks they are the villain. Everyone believes they're saving Westeros. Season 3 could become the moment where these characters stop fighting their enemies and start fighting each other. Daemon's loyalty will be tested. Rhaenyra's patience will be tested. Aemond's ambition will be tested. And the realm will discover a terrifying truth. The Iron Throne does not only corrupt people who want power, it can also change people who believe they deserve it. The biggest question is not who sits on the throne. The biggest question is whether anyone can survive the journey to get there. The Targaryens conquered Westeros because they had dragons, but history remembers them because they lost control of those dragons. Season May 3rd not just be about a war for the Iron Throne. It may be about the moment House Targaryen realizes its greatest enemy was never another family. It was itself. So what do you think? Will Daemon remain Rhaenyra's greatest ally? Or will he become the person who destroys everything she fought for? Let me know your theory in the comments. And if you want more deep dives into the hidden details, theories, and future of Westeros, subscribe for more.